the moment Britain began new military action in the Middle East. Typhoon jets launched from an airbase in Cyprus, headed for Yemen. They dropped precision-guided bombs alongside multiple strikes by US forces. The targets, drones and missile sites used by Iranian-backed Houthi rebels. The aim, to stop them attacking commercial ships in the Red Sea. The risk, escalation into an all-out regional war. Britain's Prime Minister, on a visit to Ukraine, said Houthi attacks had threatened commercial shipping and even a Royal Navy destroyer.
It's why I made the decision with allies to take what I believe to be necessary, proportionate and targeted action against military targets to degrade and disrupt Houthi capability. Initial indications are that those strikes have been successful.
US President Joe Biden signalled he was ready to launch another wave of attacks, warning, "I will not hesitate to direct further measures to protect our people and the free flow of international commerce as necessary." But rather than subdue it, support for the Houthis only seemed to swell. Death to America, death to Israel, protesters chanted in the Yemeni capital. They paraded large Palestinian flags in solidarity with another flashpoint, the war in Gaza. Despite the threat of more strikes, a Houthi spokesperson remained defiant.
The Yemeni armed forces will not hesitate to target the sources of the threat, along with all the aggressive targets in land and at sea in defence of Yemen, its sovereignty and independence.
The Prime Minister on Monday will explain to MPs his justifications for launching military action. But while the UK says it's all about deterring the threat to shipping in the Red Sea, the Houthis have framed their attacks as a protest to Israel's war in Gaza. It makes the crisis far trickier to navigate, given the growing opposition to that conflict.
Traditional US and UK partners in the region, Saudi Arabia, Oman, Jordan, Turkey, have over the past 24 hours been rather critical of what they see as US and British escalation in Yemen, because they are, on the one hand, concerned about the possibility that this could escalate into a further regional conflict, but also because they see it as politically tied to the war in Gaza.
The US and Britain surged firepower into the region after Hamas in Gaza attacked Israel last year, igniting the crisis. The intent was to stop that violence from spreading amid meddling by Iran. The Allies will have known targeting Yemen was high risk, but they clearly calculated doing nothing would have been even more dangerous. Deborah Haynes, Sky News.